How on earth can you be this disorganized, detective? Is that why it only took you so long to catch me? Well, that and just how great I was at covering my tracks, of course. Can't forget that. But really, you need to keep everything in order because if you don't, you might just lose some of the most important things. How do I know? Well, you could say that I'm a very organized person. Before I got put in the clink, you should have seen my place. Probably could have given Mr. Clean a run for his money. It's nothing important, just making conversation is all. It's been so long since I've been able to talk like this. So many of the inmates just talk about the crimes they've committed, and that really gets tiring. But I guess I gave up my right for pleasant conversation when I did what I did, huh? Whoa, whoa. No need for that harsh language, detective. I know you don't want to be anywhere near me, but you're going to have to learn to be professional about it and cooperate with me. We're a team now, whether you like it or not. Besides, with me on board, you don't have to spend another, what was it, 7 years? Another 7 years running around in circles like a dog chasing its own fucking tail. So, lighten up. If anything, I'm going to be doing you a favor. Detective! How could you? Is my reputation all that you care about? Relax, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not, so get over it already. Don't want to get over it? Fine, then don't. I said that I was sorry that you had to find her corpse like that, and I really did mean it. But either way, she would have been dead no matter who found her. It should have been that piece of shit Arnold that I saw her with. But I digress, and the past is the past. Yeah, you might want to be more careful. Even if it sounds like there's more to the story than I've already told, I could still be lying to you. Don't take everything I say at face value. Don't take anything anyone says at face value when you're working on a case like this. I may be a partner, but I'm still a murderer. I'll behave myself. It's just a bit of friendly advice from me to you. Yeah, I know you aren't my friend. You don't have to be for the advice to be friendly, but you don't have to take it if you don't want to. I don't really care either way. I'm only doing this so I can get some fresh fucking air again anyway. So, what can you tell me about this serial killer that I don't already know from your little debriefing the other day? Just thought I'd ask, that's all. You never know how things can go in these cases. Sometimes, even in a couple of days, there's big breaks. But not in this one, apparently. So, we do know that this person isn't me, since I got put in the clink before they started their little copycat spree. Which, another thing, why is it that there are so many people who decide they want to be copycat killers? I mean, like, doesn't it just make more sense to be known for yourself and not just for copying someone else? Well, yeah, I guess you could say that I care a lot about it considering it's my work they're copying. That shit was meant to be special, you know? Something that nobody had ever seen before and something that meant something. You know, for the irony of it all. But I guess considering that that was your sister, you can't appreciate the irony. Not that it was anything that was known to anyone but the two of us. But enough of that. I don't want to talk about it. It doesn't bring back the fondest of memories. What's more important is the present. And in the present, we've got a killer to catch. So you've had me drone on and on to avoid answering the question, haven't you? Regardless of whether I started it myself, you've used it to avoid answering the question. Have you gained any new information? Of course you fucking haven't. That's what I expect. And just how much of a copycat would you say they are? If you recall, I left absolutely no trace. I was thorough. No fingerprints, shoe prints, nothing. Remember the only lead you had on me back then? A hunch. A goddamned hunch. And it wasn't even the police's hunch either. They did a shitty job with that case, and I should know. And so should you. It was your hunch, after all. I feel bad for you, detective. You were failed by the system, and here you are working for it. Why is that? Wait, don't tell me. You thought you were going to be the change the system deserved, right? Where am I going with this? What I'm saying is that it's possible your team may have missed something at any of the other crime scenes of this killer. If you're only dealing with one victim, you've got the likelihood of them wanting to clean up the scene as much as possible so they can get away with it. But a serial killer, oh, using methods that were only meant for one victim, oh, things can get a little messy, don't you think? That's impossible. You can't tell me that they've done a full sweep of every single crime scene this killer has been a part of and they found nothing. No killer is that good at cleaning up a scene. Not that many times. There has to be something being missed. I, I bet it's too late to check back at most of the crime scenes. DNA evidence could have easily ended up covered up or moved around. And you said these were all assaults? What about entry? The ones you found in homes, were there signs of forced entry? Oh, only for some of them. Now, that is interesting. But nowadays, that's only possible if some of the victims knew their attacker. Well, I think that's one other possibility. It's simple. If the attacker disguised themselves in some way, the victim could have easily let their guard down. Like a delivery person of some sort or something. I mean, you're the one who fought to get me involved in this. I hate to admit it, but I have to thank you for this newfound freedom, even if it is temporary. Oh, you want to change the subject? Okay, what did you want to talk about? I said I didn't want to talk about it. Just let it go already. If I ever want to talk about it, I'll talk about it. But right now, I don't want to open up about a case that's been closed for 2 years. You caught me already, so stop bringing it up. I'm gonna go get something to eat. You want anything? Relax, I never said I'd leave. I meant I was going to grab something from your fridge. Since we'll be sharing it for a while. What kind of stuff do you like to eat? I may be a little rusty, but I used to love cooking before I got put away. I mean, I loved it, but sometimes I didn't have a chance to cook. But I guess now's my first chance in a long time to cook for someone. So, what will it be? That's all. Nothing else? Not that I'm judging. I just figured all this thinking would make you work up a hell of an appetite. Hmm, You think I'm acting nice? I think you're forgetting who I am now. I'm not nice. I'm a murderer, detective. On top of that, I'm your worst enemy. No matter what, you really shouldn't let your guard down around me. I've told you already, this is just a business arrangement, so you shouldn't bother trying to get to know me. Once this case gets solved, I'll be shoved back in that small ass cell, and you'll never have to come my way again. Won't that be great for you, detective? Stop calling you detective. Why? What's the matter? Afraid of earning a little respect for once? Guess you don't get too much of that on the force, do you? It's your title, though. What the fuck am I supposed to call you? Fine. Fine, anything else it is. Shithead. Motherfucker. Bastard. Take your pick. Jeez, okay. Don't fucking yell. I'll take it seriously. Tech. D. Handler. Keeper. I've been avoiding using your name. Oof. Didn't even notice. But you should just stick with the codename system, in case we come across the killer without realizing it. You'd be too easy for them to hunt down in that case. Me? I mean, yeah, I guess people around here would know my name. But who the fuck is gonna want to hunt me down? Just, you have to trust me on this. If nothing else, you need to come up with one for me too. Jailbird. Really? That's what you're gonna go with. Fine. Whatever. I don't really care. I'm calling you Cage. Then, since you want to be ridiculous with the whole naming thing. A new lead has been found on the recent serial killer case. This body was found in an abandoned house on the edge of town. Police are arriving at the scene now. Fuck, we gotta go. Yeah, I was gonna eat, but that was before someone found another goddamn victim. We need to get over there ASAP. Maybe this time you'll be able to get some actual clues. Come on, I'll drive.